understanding and managing exploits. Now, what is an exploit? An exploit's taking advantage of a vulnerability, okay? In an exploit, a threat actor takes action against a particular asset or business process to exploit that vulnerability, okay? Now, so launching a virus against a computer system to make, frankly, a lack of antivirus software, hurts the system, hurts the organization, it slows things down. That's one type of exploit using a vulnerability. Okay. What they use in order to knock that down is called for public-facing servers and a DMZ. So here's a DMZ right here. In a DMZ, which is actually this portion right here that my hand is kind of going over here, or now it's being circled. But anyway, notice it's a bunch of servers. It is stuck between two firewalls, and those firewalls are also considered part of the DMZ as well. Now, what you have is a web server, usually handles your web pages. You have your mail server, which handles all your emails, and your FTP server, which is some type of file transfer services, something of that nature. Notice they are all, again, embedded in that DMZ. Now, not everything's inside of a DMZ. Now, it's behind a firewall. Matter of fact, it's behind two of them. But we do have some in the business itself. They have their internal clients or internal PCs in order to do that. And they may have some internal services for like printing and some other items that are happening, application or other items. But I say application because honestly, this was a question from the book that we were using. The question is which server is typically not in the DMZ? And by the way, the book never talks about the application server. So let me get to that here in a second. So we have a web server, application server, mail server, file transfer server. The ones that are kind of highlighted right now, they're all within the DMZ. But what's the application server? Now that's kind of tricky because application, a lot of people think it's going to be on the web server on what people, clients, meaning clients that are really on the internet and coming in, are going to be using to access, well, the organization, how to buy something, how to look up something, and that's true. But behind the scenes, the actual internal clients or the employees that are using stuff, they may have their own application software in order to do the work that they're trying to do. So I have to be careful about exactly what application server means in this. And again, your book doesn't go over that real well. But there's two spots could be application. One that serves the internet and the clients that we're about to bring in to purchase our product from our organization, or the employees and what they're using in order to do their job to make us money for the organization. So be very careful about the word application on this, but I wanted to go over that real quick. Here are some examples of exploiting vulnerabilities or using exploits when it came to just coding. So I'm more of a coder guy, so I can really relate to some of these. So what I have here is for you buffer overflow, SQL injection attacks, denial service, and then botnets. I kept it short, meaning the descriptions, and yes, there is a link. So please click on the link, and it's a 3-minute video for each one of these, but at least you get a better understanding of what's going on. And frankly, they're going to show up on a quiz or a test, or they're going to show up better in your plan too when eventually you create one. So go ahead and click on the different links and they'll have a better description. I'm trying to keep things short and sweet here for you of which each of these do. But these are just 4 of coding examples. That's just coding. I can't even tell you the rest about ports on a server and all. There's a ton of stuff. But use these to start things off. And again, think about what's happening in the background that we need to do to mitigate the threats that can happen using